First off, I want to give all praises and glory to the Most High YAHAWAH, who this world inly calls God, in the name of YAHAWASHI, who this world inly calls Jesus, in the Holy Spirit. In Paleo Hebrew, it's called Halal YAHAWAH Bahashem YAHAWASHI Bahashem Rahach Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Salutations to all the brothers out there that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity, and peace, blessings, and healings on to the elect and the multitude, because that's why we do these videos. And today, I'm going to do a Middle Eastern World War III type of update because a lot of stuff has been going on. I just want to update the sheet, and I got a lot of information up here. But firstly, I want to read this, okay, because this is one of the major prophecies in Revelation 16. It says, the reason and the meaning behind the Euphrates River drying up, 2023 edition. And we all know that this is a prophecy about Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Now, let me get this scripture real quick before I start. So this goes in tandem with Armageddon, man. And Armageddon is World War III. This is Revelations 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth and that hear the words of this prophecy and keepeth those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. And we at that time, man. So let's get the key points. It says the top reasons the Euphrates River is drying up is low rainfall, along with droughts. Iraq and the surrounding area also suffer from climate change and rising temperatures. And is climate change the reason that, you know, all this stuff is happening in the Middle East, or is it the Lord? Or is it YAHAWASHI doing this? You make up your own mind, right? But we know why. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Let's see why all this is happening. 2nd Ezra chapter 15. It says, behold, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I shall put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So we're supposed to warn the people, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get these scriptures real quick. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Blow you a trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm at my holy mountain, meaning warn the people, man. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. And one of the biggest prophecies is the Euphrates drying up and Armageddon starting because of it. Ezekiel 3 and 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So this is what this video is, giving the warning to the people, man. You know, when YAHAWASHI told us to what? Watch and pray. Matthew 26 and 41. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. But I want to, you know, point you to watch and pray. We're supposed to watch what's going on, report it to the people, and pray, man. You know, we waiting on YAHAWASHI, but all this stuff has to happen, you know, before he returns. But going back to 2nd Ezra, why is all this happening? And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So this is why YAHAWASHI is doing all this, because wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. It's not climate change. It's not the rise in the temperature. The Lord is doing all this. But going back, it says, more than 7 million people are affected by the river drying up. Crops are failing, which has led to around 800 families leaving the surrounding villages. Now, when you go to 2nd Ezra 15, it talks about crops failing. Behold, I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, and will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And he's not only going to bring the plagues that he brought, you know, to Egypt again, he's going to bring it upon the whole world this time. Okay? That's why it says, I will bring plagues upon the world. Everybody going to get it, man. This is the last days. You know what I'm saying? It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. And this is talking about America right here. Okay, because America is spiritual Egypt and spiritual Sodom. You know, you can read that in, let me go to it. Revelations 11, Revelations 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall line the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. So it's spiritually Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon, is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, and spiritually Egypt. Because what did the Egyptians, Mizraim, that's what it's really called. What did they have in their possession in the past? The Israelites in slavery. What does America have in their possession? The Israelites in slavery. Okay, that's why it's spiritual Egypt. Okay, the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are in bondage here, where also our Lord was crucified. Okay, it says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell with the fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So this is a warning to the world, man. The reason all this bad stuff is happening, and the reason the Middle East is turning into a hot war, is because wickedness have exceedingly polluted the entire earth. Point blank period, can't be refuted. Now, crops are failing, which has led around 800 families leaving the surrounding villages. In the Christian Bible, it's just the Israelites Bible. Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible. Point blank period. The Euphrates River is significant. When it dries up, it is a sign of the end times are coming. And that's correct. And the Euphrates River, you can go, I'll put this article in the description if I remember. If not, just type this in Google and it should pop up. But, this river is drying up for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. That's a sign of Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get it. Let's go to Revelation 16 and get the prophecy, right? And there's a lot of stuff going on in Revelation 16, but I just want to get the part of Euphrates. It says, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Okay, so the Euphrates drying up is making the kings of the east be prepared for what? Armageddon. Armageddon. So let me get these updates real quick. This is what I really wanted to show y'all. Hezbollah threatens Israel. If you do not stop the war in Gaza by 1500 o'clock on November 3rd, 2023, there will be consequences. Sirens sounding on the border with Lebanon. Now, when is 1500? What's that time? Let's look it up. 1500. What time is that? It is 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know where they're at in the world, but 3 p.m. in their time zone. If Israel don't stop what they're doing, then there's going to be consequences, and we'll see what it is. It says, breaking. In Afghanistan, the Islamic Emirate demand the opening of roads and corridors for its forces to reach Palestine to fight Israel. It also called for an oil and trade embargo on Tel Aviv. The dragons of Arabia, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Hezbollah, you got Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? Huge. Russia, Israel is an occupying state and has no right to defend itself. So we all know that Russia is a part of this thing. They're going to destroy Babylon the Great. Urgent update. Iran-backed PMW Hashad al-Shabaab entered the alert mode from today. Hajj Abu Fadak. This means the general mobilization is following the situation in Gaza. U.S. troops in Iraq are now in danger. Right? Already got that. Let's look at this. The National Intelligence Service of South Korea briefed lawmakers recently on evidence they have received, which shows North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has ordered for officials to begin providing support to the Palestinians in Israel and to begin looking into possibility of weapon shipments to Iranian-backed militias across the Middle East. The North Korean military has provided weapons, including anti-tank missiles, to Hamas before, but this will be the first time this claimed to have been in recent years. So even they're going to get into it. Hezbollah commander to Iranian news agency IRNA, we are ready to enter Israel. We practiced and planned how to attack all Israeli support cruisers on the day of receiving the order with a new technology. We detonated the Merkava in 2 stages with the Cornet missile. I'm going to look this Kornaka. What's this? Oh, it's a tank, a next generation tank. So, if you didn't know, they've been doing drills over there in the Middle East. Iran, Hezbollah, they all been doing drills. I think I got it last week. Commander of the IDF's Ozal unit in the Galilee. For the first time in history of our wars with the Arabs, we now find ourselves in a position where we have to defend our positions due to Hezbollah's tactics in the north. Comment: Israel fears Hezbollah the most because it is a large army with advanced weapons, extensive military experience, and many tunnels in the south of Lebanon. If Hezbollah goes full to war with Israel, I am 100% sure that the U.S. will also go to full war in this war. And we all know that's going to happen because Israel's going to pull America into this conflict. It's prophecy, okay? Blessed is that he that readeth. You know what I'm saying? And you can go get that in Jeremiah 49. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord of YAHAWASHI that he had taken against Edom, and his purposes that he had purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. So Israel's going to pull America in this conflict. Now, this was a release today, 6:30 a.m. Australia deploys Defense Force personnel and RAAF aircraft to the Middle East. Acting PM says so. Like I said, okay, the kings of the East, like it says in Revelations 16, that they might be prepared. They're getting prepared, man. North Korea's getting prepared. Russia's getting prepared. Okay, Israel's getting prepared. America's getting prepared. Hezbollah's getting prepared. Iran's getting prepared. Iraq is getting prepared. Afghanistan is getting prepared. You know what I'm saying? We are at that time, man. When everybody want to do what they do, but it is what it is. We at the end. But going down to Revelations, it says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So the third woe was prophesied about Armageddon, man. That's the third woe, Also, I got some articles. I really don't want to read these. I just want to point them out to you. Iranian proxies are starting to join the war, and that is really bad news. Okay, Hezbollah, all that. Then we got everybody else that they're funding over there. You know what I'm saying? U.S. officials are bracing for Iranian cyber attacks, and who knows if this is real news? Because like Klaus Schwab said, swab your ear. He said that there would be a lot of cyber attacks, in the future. And so who knows what they're planning, and who knows what YAHAWASHI is going to let them do. But at the end of the day, YAHAWASHI wants all this stuff to happen because the kingdom of heaven is going to be brought. So all this stuff has to take place. All this stuff must come to pass. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So everything that's happening, YAHAWASHI wants to happen. Okay? All these signs, that are taking place, the Euphrates River drying up, the kings of the East being prepared for war, okay? Being prepared for Armageddon, you know what I'm saying? All this turmoil that's going on, all this degenerate behavior in Babylon the Great, all this goes in tandem with the last days. This is Joel chapter 3, okay? This is talking about Armageddon. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say I'm strong. You know, because North Korea, Afghanistan, Hezbollah, Iran, you know what I'm saying, Russia even, you know, these countries were mad. They were afraid of the so-called white man. They was afraid of the Jewish man. They was afraid of them in Israel. They was afraid of, you know, Babylon the Great, NATO, and the EU. But they're not afraid anymore. That's why it says, let the weak say I'm strong, because YAHAWASHI is putting that spirit on them, because like it says in Revelations 1 and 3, it is time, man. Okay, for the time is at hand. The time is at hand. Now it's time to ramp this thing up. You know, this ain't gonna. When these prophecies start knocking off, man, it ain't gonna take that long for YAHAWASHI to show up. It's because YAHAWASHI said he would speed up time for the elect's sake. So once things get rolling, things gonna get rolling, man. Joel chapter 3. It says, assemble yourselves and come up, all you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, because our mighty ones will come down, O Lord. Australia is gathering themselves over there. America is gathering themselves over there. You know what I'm saying? Russia's going to be gathering themselves over there. Right? Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit and judge all the heathen round about. Put you in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the flats overflow, for their wickedness is great. So this is why all this is happening, like I said in 2 Ezra 15. The reason that all this is happening is not because of climate change, blase, because the Lord wants it to happen. Multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the moon which is darkened. I mean, the sun was we just had an eclipse 2 weeks ago, last week. You know what I'm saying? And the stars shall withdraw from their shining, and then then it talks about the Lord coming back. But you know, it's just beautiful times we're in right now. So, you know, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. You know, I was looking at this article. You know, the Euphrates River is drying up, and that comes with Armageddon. And I just got a lot of stuff for you. It's just an update on what's going on that side of the world. Okay, so double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth, and call Halal Yahawah B'Hashem Rakah Kwadash.